Dalish, but clear. Did they send you here?
What do you know of the Dalish?
My time, and crossed paths with your people on more than one occasion.
What do you mean by crossed paths?
I mean that I offer to share knowledge, only to be attacked for no greater reason than...
Can't you elves just play nice for once?
We must hurry, before the mark consumes her.
So, are you innocent?
I don't remember what happened.
That'll get you every time. Should have spun a story.
That's what you would have done.
It's more believable, and less prone to result in premature execution.
I hope Liliana made it through. This.
She's resourceful, Seeker.
We will see for ourselves at the forward camp. We're almost there.
Another rift!
We must seal it! Quickly!
They keep coming! Help us!
Hurry! Use the mark!
Rift is gone. Open the gate.
Right away, Lady Cassandra.
We are clear for the moment. Well done.
Whatever that thing on your hand is, it's useful.
We must prepare the soldiers.
We will do no such thing.
The prisoner must get to the Temple of Sacred Ashes. It is our own...
You have already caused enough trouble without...
Ah, here they come.
You made it.
I know who she is. As Grand Chancellor of the
Order me? You are a glorified clerk, a bureaucrat.
And you are a thug, but a thug who supposedly serves the Chantry.
We serve the most holy, Chancellor. As you well know.
Justinia is dead! We must elect a replacement and obey her orders on the matter.
Isn't closing the breach the more pressing issue?
You brought this.
Call a retreat, see.
We can stop this before it's too late.
How? You won't survive.
We must get to the temple.
But not the safest. Our forces can charge as a distraction while we go through the mountains.
We lost contact with an entire squad on that path. It's too risky.
Listen to me.
How do you think we should proceed?
Now you're asking me what I...
You have the mark?
And you are the one we must keep alive. Since we cannot agree on our own...
I say we charge. I won't survive long enough for your trial. Whatever happens, happens now.
Liliana.
Fade rift.
How many rifts are there?
We must seal it if we are to get past!
Quickly then!
Sealed, as before. You are becoming quite proficient at this.
Let's hope it works on the big one.
Lady Cassandra, you managed to close the rift. Well done.
Do not congratulate me, Commander. This is the prisoner's doing.
Is it? I hope they're right about you. We've lost a lot of people getting you here.
I can't promise anything, but I'll try my best.
That's all we can ask. The way to the temple.
Then we'd best...
Make her what?
The Temple of Sacred Ashes.
What's left of it?
That is where you walked out of the Fade, and our soldiers found you. They said... A woman was in the rift behind you. No one knows who she was.
breach is...
You're here.
Liliana. This is your chance to end this. Are you ready?
I'm not sure how to even...
No. This rift was the first, and it is the key. Seal it, and perhaps we seal the breach.
That...
Now is the hour of our victory. Bring forth the sacrifice.
What are we hearing?
At a guess, the person who created the breach.
You know this stuff is red lyrium, Seeker.
I see it, Varric.
But what's it doing here?
Magic could have drawn on lyrium beneath the temple, corrupted it.
It's evil. Whatever you do, don't touch it.
Keep the sacrifice still.
Someone! What?
You...
I... How...
We must strip its defenses. Wear it down. The demon is vulnerable. Now! More coming through the rift!
Do it!
Oh! I didn't know you were awake, I swear.
Don't worry about it. I
beg your forgiveness and your blessing. I am but a humble servant. You are back in Haven, my lady. They say you saved us. The breach stopped growing, just like the mark on your hand. It's all anyone has talked about for the last 3 days.
So you're saying they're happy with me?
I'm only saying what I heard. I didn't mean anything by it. I'm certain Lady Cassandra would want to know you've wakened. She said, at once.
And where is she?
In the Chantry, with the Lord Chancellor. At once, she said.
That's her. That's the Herald of Andraste.
That's her. She stopped the breach from getting any bigger.
Chancellor Roderick says that the Chantry wants nothing to do with us.
Have you gone completely mad? She should be taken to Val Royo immediately, to be tried by whomever becomes Devar.
I do not believe he is guilty.
The elf failed. The breach is still in the chance. For all you know, she intended it this way.
I do not believe that.
That is not for you to decide. Your duty is to serve the Chantry.
My duty is to serve the principles on which the
Chain her! I want her prepared for travel to the capital for trial.
Disregard that, and leave us.
You walk a dangerous line, Seeker.
The breach is stable, but it is still a threat. I will not ignore it.
I did everything I could to close the breach. It almost killed me.
Yet you live. A convenient result insofar as you're concerned.
The breach is not the only threat we face.
Someone was behind the explosion at the Conclave. Someone Most Holy did not expect. Perhaps they died with the others, or have allies who yet live.
I am a suspect?
You, and many others.
But not the prisoner.
I heard the voices in the temple. The Divine called to her for help.
So her survival, that thing on her hand, all a coincidence?
Providence. The Maker sent her to us in our darkest hour.
You really think your Maker would send someone like me?
The Maker does as he wills. It is not for me to say.
Even if that means a Dalish elf is his chosen?
Humans are not the only people with an interest in the fate of the world.
The breach remains, and your mark...
This is not for you.
You know what? A writ... But we have no choice. We must act now, with you at our side.
If you're true...
That...
You find anything we need? If you're here to clean up, Thren, if you find what I need to fill one of my requisitions...
What?
I'm with... Here, take a look. You find some iron and a good logging site.
Fell.
Make a go... Thanks for checking, anyway.
Too many wounded, and not enough bandages to go around. Start tearing...
Does it trouble you?
If it wasn't enough to close the breach, what use is it?
You did everything we asked of you.
And it still didn't work.
What's important is that your mark is now stable, as is the breach. You've given us time, and Solas believes a second attempt might succeed, provided the mark has more power. The same level of power used to open the breach in the first place. That is not easy to come by.
Couldn't that kind of power just make things worse?
And people call me a pessimist.
It was...
Yes, tactfully put,
Wait.
The Chantry has denounced the Inquisition, and
they still think...
That is not the... Some are calling you, a Dalish elf, the Herald of Andraste. The remaining clerics have declared it blasphemy, and we...
Chancellor Roderick's do.
It limits our options. Approaching the mages or Templars for help is currently out of the question.
Will the Chantry attack us?
With what? They have only words at their disposal.
And yet...
There is something you can... A Chantry cleric by the name of Mother She is not far, and knows those involved far better than I. Her assistance could be invaluable.
I'll see what she has to say.
You will find Mother Giselle
Look for other opportunities to expand the Inquisition's influence while you're there.
We need a...
In the meantime, let's think of other options. I won't leave this all to the Herald.
Have you kept in touch with our friends in Lady...
Let's see what we have.
To work?
At your service.
The Inquisition can...
This is a... But allow Mistress Lavelan.
And the rightful owner... House d'Aurelion lent Justinia these lands for pilgrimage. This Inquisition...
This is the first I've heard of Haven having a...
My wife, Lady Machin of Denerim, has claimed to Haven by ancient treaty with the monarchs of Ferelden. We were honored to lend its use to divine Justinia. She is... She was a woman of supreme merit. I will not let an upstart order remain on her holy grounds.
Interesting, considering the Inquisition was begun by the left and right hands of the Divine.
I've seen no written records from Sister Liliana or Seeker Penticus that Justinia approved.
If you won't take her at her word...
What? No.
We face a... She would, in fact.
I'll think on it, Lady.
I'm so pleased the Marquis isn't tossing us out into the cold.
His Grace is only the first of...
You expect more people in Haven?
Undoubtedly. And... An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
The Inquisition is lucky to have you as an advocate, Lady Montillier.
Thank you. Let us hope so. Thedas is but please excuse. What may I do for you? Farewell.
Blessed are the righteous, the lights in the shadow. In their blood the Maker's will is written.
The chosen of Andraste, a blessed hero sent to save us all.
Am I riding in on a shining steed?
I would have suggested a griffon, but sadly they're extinct. Joke as you will, posturing is necessary. I've journeyed deep into the Fade in ancient ruins and battlefields to see the dreams of lost civilizations. I've watched as hosts of spirits clash to reenact the bloody past. Every great war has its heroes. I'm just curious what kind you'll be.
What do you mean, ruins and battlefields?
Any building strong, both attract spirits. When I dream in such places, I go deep into the Fade. I can find memories no other...
You fall asleep in the middle of ancient ruin.
I do set wards. And if you leave food out for the giant spiders, they are usually content to live and let live.
I've never heard of anyone going so far in...
Thank you. It's not the thrill of finding... I will stay then.
Was that in doubt?
I am an apostate. Cassandra has been accommodating. But you understand my caution.
You came here to help, Solas. I won't let them use that against you.
How would you stop them?
However I had to.
Thank you. But now let us hope either the... Closing the breach is our primary goal. But I hope we might also discover what was used to... Any artifact of such power is dangerous. The destruction of...
You don't think...
You survived. The artifact... I will not believe it destroyed until I see the shattered fragments.
We would...
Liliana's... Whatever the... In any case. Did you need me for anything?
What do you know?
A great deal from my wanderings. Imagine if spirits entered freely. I am glad that I'm not alone in seeing the beauty of such a world. But your mark allows you to exert some control. Spirits wish to join the living. And a deep... But the question is a good one. And it matters.
We'll talk later.
Goodbye.